The Southwest Galloper leads the way, a half a length clear from Carla Kemis. Dia Della Razza going around them three deep. Over on the inside, Kick It To Me. And back in the middle is Jester Ferrari with the pink cap. 400 left to travel in this small and bunched up field. And King of Chaos doing it pretty comfortably. Brings them around the home corner. Snuck a length and a half to two in front of Carla Kemis. Kick It To Me on the rail. And then Dia Della Razza. But King of Chaos at the 200 mark, a length and a half in front. Carla Kemis now starts to grit the teeth. And she charges up. Grabs the lead suit after at the 100. Carla Kemis putting pay to them, drawing clear. Carla Kemis beats home King of Chaos. On the rails, third home, Kick It To Me, a nose in front of Dia Della Razza. And back there, trailing them in last, is Jester Ferrari. Number 2, Carla Kemis. Clint Johnston Porter, when he rubbed up the ribs, she responded. And she took off at the 200 to come in on King of Chaos, closing down that margin and putting pay to it. Number 2, Carla Kemis. She had all of the right references around her and proved much too good. Kick It To Me down on the rails under pressure late. First start in a while. In fact, it's been close to 1 year and will no doubt derive benefit out of that. But ran into an in-form and fit filly this afternoon. She's an Oratorio Carla Keys 3-year-old for Rene Durant, J.R. McGrath, trained by Jeff Durant, Jason Miller, ridden by Clint Johnston Porter, Carla Kemis. 5, King of Chaos second. A gelding by Saxon from Faz Lazan, prepared by Warwick Bradshaw, handled by Fiona Bell. And third, to Kick It To Me by Scandal Keeper out of Demel's Wings for Des Delarge and Sonia Price, trained by Sonia Price, handled by Jason Whiting. Even money on the tote for Carla Kemis, evens in a field of 5 punters rubbing their hands. $1.40 the place in King of Chaos, $2.50 the place, no third for Kick It To Me. 2 1/4 lengths, 3/4. Johnston Porter really rode her through the line there. She responded well. 59.18 the time and home in about 33.91. And that's her third victory in 7 runs and 2 out of 3 this preparation. She was beaten by a really good one last start, top of the class, nommed for Saturday, and no doubt will go around a pretty pronounced favourite. Race number 3 on the card. This is the Tab Touch Race Replays handicap, again over the short course, and again it's a 1-2 divvy only, and the next at 157, no changes there. We'll head down to the yard in just a couple of moments, catching up with, I'm assuming, Adam McGrath, who took leave in the first, being a part owner of Masagi, had the great delight of leading that filly back in. And he's down there at the moment and about to catch up with Jason Miller as well. So I might head downstairs once again, and here's Adam, and the favourite proving much too good, and certainly a lot counts for racing fitness.
Yeah, thank you, Darren. Down here with Jason Miller. And Jace, the last 2 starts, you found yourself in front today. That was always going to be a possibility with a small field.
Yeah, small fields are tricky sometimes, so she was going to be right there. And yeah, the first race, the leader won, so I was happy to be right on the pace.
I guess when you are the class horse in the field as well, it's always good to be there and know that you're not going to be in trouble.
Yeah, sometimes you stay out of trouble and ride them like they're the best horse in the race, and hopefully it pays off.
She dropped back to the 1,000 metres. For mine, the 1,200 I think is ideal. I'm not sure that yours and the team's opinion, but I thought that was still a really good performance to be able to handle that speed through the early stage and still run through the line well.
Yeah, look, I think yeah, it's not ideal dropping back, but 1,200, she maybe as she matures a bit, she might get a little bit further, but I reckon probably 1,200's about as far as she wants.
How's the opinion of her in the stable? It was a very good win at Bunbury, winning by over 2 lengths. You ran into a nice one last start. As we said, you led that race, which wasn't the normal plan as well. You're still very high opinion of her and that she's going places?
Oh yeah, definitely. She her form speaks for herself. She's done everything right this prep, and she's still improving. So you know, she's looks like she just ran into a top liner last start, which looks like it might go for its grades quite easy. You and the team will be hoping to go 2 from 2 today. You've got Show Honey returning 3 listed races in a row. Was only beaten 3 lengths by Caipirinha in the Belgravia. You rock up today after a really nice trial. She looks very hard to beat. Yeah, she looks hard to beat on her form. She's got a good barrier, good jockey. So, yeah, look, she'll be hard to beat. Best of luck, mate. Thank you. We'll grab Clint Johnston Porter now as well. And Clint found yourself outside the leader, which, as I said to Jace, you wouldn't have been too worried about knowing her class and that you did lead last start and just ran into a good one.
Yeah, nah, she's a super horse. She's just still a little bit green and dumb, so she's just a learning curve for her.
How did she feel dropping back to 200 metres?
Yeah, no, she felt good. I don't think it bothered her too much. She's got that sharp turn of foot, so short and over ground, she's always going to be able to show it. Today it suited her well, sitting outside the leader. Last start leading, probably switched her on a bit too much, but yeah, she went good.
How's she settling before the races now? We've got to remember she was withdrawn from the races a couple of weeks ago here. We now see that you just go straight out. Is she relaxing a lot more the more she comes to the track?
Yeah, she's it's all a learning curve for her. She scatters a bit when everything's too full on for her, so she's slowly getting there.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
There's Clint Johnson-Porter winning jockey aboard of Karilaki Miss, taking out race number 2 here at Ascot over the 1,000 metres for the 3-year-olds.